guys, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you'll be watching my video. Good night. So if you're new here, thank you so much for coming and clicking onto this video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Now today I have a very interesting video, and you know, I've just been sitting down and reflecting on my YouTube, and I figured not many people know me, so I decided let me reintroduce myself before we even continue, because it's like now I will be here full time, and as we do that I want to do my makeup. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I just want to do my makeup so that I can find something to talk. Ndio tusiboeke. I just don't do a sit down video over here talking and not doing anything. I figured let me do makeup, you know, because that is something I love, that is something I'm passionate about, and that is something that, you know, I don't have any problem with. Now early in the morning I woke up and did my lashes. I usually install my own lashes on my own, and I did that video and it is on my TikTok. So if you have not followed me on TikTok, make sure to go and check out my TikTok. It has so many good things, it has so many amazing things, so make sure you go and check it out. Usijali kenye nafanya hapa chini, I am just prepping my makeup ndio nikianza kuifanya nisikwe na stress. So I will do my makeup and I will also undo it with you, yeah, so that I show you my makeup routine. It's a very simple routine, nothing exaggerated, very simple. Not after two that I need ready. So let's hop right into the video. So na pia niko na kioo hapa, so if you see me looking this side, nikiona angalia. Now let me reintroduce myself. My name is Jane Basin. I am a daughter, a sister, a cousin, a friend, and most importantly a girlfriend. I am not yet a wife, but I am a girlfriend to a very loving man. Yep. So that answers my status. Am I single? Am I, you know, that answers everything. Career wise, I am a teacher. Yeah, I am a teacher. So what I am using is just the regular gel because I don't have the eyebrow gel. But if you have the eyebrow gel, the better. But if you don't have the eyebrow gel, it's good to improvise, and that's what I am doing right now. Career wise, I am a teacher. I went to the Catholic University of Eastern Africa and I studied Bachelor's of Education in Mathematics and Chemistry. So you can tell, yeah, we are checked over there. So that's what I do. Currently I practice teaching. I am just a teacher, just a regular teacher in a certain junior school somewhere in Nairobi. I got into teaching, I graduated in 2024 and I got into teaching almost immediately because nearly graduate October, and by January I was teaching. So all glory to God. I taught in that certain school for 1 year, and then this year that's when I left and I got somewhere else. I got into the government. Yeah, so I'm currently in TSC. Apart from teaching, I love content creation, you know, content creation hapa na pale kidogo. I usually do TikTok. You can go check me out on TikTok. I'm basically on all social media platforms, but I'm not very active on Instagram, simply because, let me just tell you guys the truth of how I feel about Instagram. I feel like Instagram is more for millennials because that's what came up during their time when Instagram was coming up. Sisi tulikuwa bado tuko wadogo. Some of us joined it, but we were still very, you know, young. Like for me, I joined Instagram after Form 4, but then there is now TikTok. I feel like now TikTok is for the Gen Z because that is what came up. That is what came up immediately after tumemaliza high school. So I feel like that's why I feel like I'm more active on TikTok than YouTube and Instagram. I love Instagram, but I have to grow. I feel like I have to grow my TikTok first, then I grow my YouTube, then I grow my Instagram. That's what I feel. If you go to my Instagram right now, utapata iko private because there's nothing much going on over there. When I was in campus, I used to go out a lot. I used to be this outgoing girl who loves going out and doing new things, and I used to take photos and post them on Instagram. But then one day I just woke up and I deleted everything, which I regret up to date. I wish I could just make them private and not delete them. I don't know what was going on in my mind at that time. Sijui mbona nilizi delete, but I regret it up to date. I just wish I didn't delete them. You know, there's a way of making it private so that other people don't see it. Anyways, enough of criticizing myself and what I regret, and let's hop on to the next question. You know, this video is for you to know me, to know what I like, to know what I love, you know, to know how I feel about certain things in this life. My niche, my social media. For a very long time, I have been struggling with knowing what I want to do with my social media. If you scroll down to my TikTok, you will find that there was a time I used to cook a lot. Then there was the time I used to vlog a lot. Then I got lost, and then I started posting just pictures. Then now I am back with so many different things. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my TikTok. It is actually growing and I'm so grateful. Kama haujani follow TikTok, go and follow me. I usually post there every single day, so go and follow me over there. I feel like for TikTok, I don't really know what I want to do, but what I know is I want to film lifestyle. You know, when you film for lifestyle, it's easy to do anything and everything. I can show you a bit of my daily work life. I can show you a bit of, you know, my work routines. I can show you a bit of everything. Bila kukua na hiyo ati lazima ni focus on one thing. I don't want to focus on one thing. I want to focus on anything and everything that I want to do. I might wake up and decide today I'm cooking and I'll be comfortable to cook. And then I wake up and decide today I'm vlogging and I'll be comfortable to vlog. I feel like I need to grow, so that's why you need to tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your auntie, tell your cousin, tell everyone, your friend, your girlfriend. Don't tell your boyfriend. I just need your girlfriends. Tell your girlfriends to subscribe, to follow me on TikTok, okay? Yes, so that we can grow, so that I can show you all. Actually, my life in Akanga very interesting, and I would like you to see it. I'd like to share it with you. I just need a small community. I don't need to be famous. I just need like a small community ya watu wenye tutakuwa tu na vlog. You know, I just need, hata hapa YouTube, I just need like 50k subscribers. That is of course for the long time. Right now I just need you guys to get me to 100 subscribers. That's my little community. I just want a small community, not to be like famous, but I just want my little small community that I can be telling things, that I can be, you know, doing things, that they can be watching me. You know, I just need a small community because I know this social media thing is not long term. This is not what I want to do long term. I know one day I will leave. Yeah, one day I will leave, and I will tell you guys the truth. One day I will leave. Maybe when I become a mother, because that's another thing that I should tell you. I aspire one day to become a mother, and the day I become a mother, and then I will be full into motherhood, you know, I will be full into career. Let's say sai bado niko young, sai bado sina responsibilities, I can do social media, but one day I will be very busy, hata sitakuwa na hiyo time. Na hiyo time, okay, nitakuwa na hiyo time. Wacha niache kusema hivyo. You don't know what the future holds. Maybe just maybe niko hapa tu naongea and that's not what will happen. So I actually hope and feel. Speaking of hope, I have a sister who is called Hope. She is not on social media, but she definitely watches my videos. Hope Sherry, hi. Make sure you greet my people down there in the comment section. Yeah, she's my little sister. I have another sister called Michelle. Uyo ayuko social media, she's still very young. And I have another sister called William. And I have a brother called Fabian. Yeah, those are my little sisters and brother. And now I have the rest of the family members. I was really hoping niende Ushago December so that I vlog for you. Lo and behold, something tragic happened and nobody went to Ushago. We actually had a burial. We lost one of our uncles, so plans zangu zote tu zilienda down the drain because you know now you have everyone is focusing, you know, on the burial, but hizi eyebrows zangu zinakuanga mingi, that's why hata ni ngumu na sina nini, I don't have wembe ya kuzikatakata nizireduce cause lakini mingi zinanifanya hadi nisizichore vizuri. Like actually I have an aunt. My aunt told me when she was young she had so many eyebrows zilikuwa hadi zimeshikana. I feel like I'm taking after her. Ndio maana hizi eyebrows zangu they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Anyways, it's still okay. So for the next thing I'll do now, I will go into with my foundation. I'll go in with my foundation. This is the foundation that I usually use. I get it from China Square. Now listen to me and listen very well. If you get your makeup from the boys, you better stop because it is not original. I decided to stop using Maybelline or Fit Me and to just go with these China Square foundations because they work so well for me as compared to, I have used so many foundations. I started using foundations in 2020. My first foundation was Black Opal, which my uncle stole from me from my grandmother. I don't know if I can explain it. My uncle stole it from my grandmother and he gave it to me. It was so dark. My grandmother is darker than me. It was very dark. I didn't know anything. I don't know what. I think nilimfanyia favor. I don't really remember the favor that I did. And then he told me, when nifanyie favor, nitakuletea makeup, because aliona napenda makeup. And then he told me, when nifanyie tu your favor, nitakuletea makeup. And I did the favor for him and he brought for me the foundation. And I remember I was so happy, but it was so dark. Ilikuwa darker than me. You know, I am not very light, but I'm also not very dark. Like this foundation is number 804, X1 804, and that one was like, you know, in like me like number 3. Unajua number 1 ni the really dark people, number 2 the next, and then number 3. Sasa mimi niko number 3, and then kuna number 4, 5 na 6. That foundation was number 5. You can imagine from number 3 to number 5. Nilikuwa naipaka, but it was original. You know, my grandmother anapendaga vitu poa, so it was very original. Nilikuwa naipaka naona enyewe inaka original, just ilikuwa ina blend vizuri. The only problem with it is that it was not my shade, so hata iko inakaa vizuri kwa skin yangu because it was literally not my shade, but that's fine. So he gave it to me. That was my first ever foundation. 2020, back in 2020, back in the COVID days, I didn't know anything about makeup. I was fresh from high school. You know, in high school I was a nerd. You got to napenda kusoma, you know. I wasn't doing these things. But then now in 2020 came, I'm fresh from campus. I have passed my exams. So sina kitu ya kufanya na ngoja kujoin Kwea. That's when I started learning makeup. That's when I joined TikTok and I started learning makeup, and that's how I learned the makeup. Okay? Yep. So, as I was saying, if you go and get your foundations from the boys, just know they are not original. I got this concealer from The Voice. By the way, I have used the concealer to conceal my eyebrows. Nilinunua hii concealer from The Voice and it is surely not the best. I was telling you my foundation journey. Sasa after let's blend as we talk. Unajua naweza ongea sana. That's one thing I noticed about myself. I can talk. Naweza ongea ya ukweli. So as I was starting my makeup journey, I remember there's a time nilikuwa nimeshikashika tu pesa and I went to an online store anaitwa Kerry's and Cosmetics. Kerry something cosmetics. I bought Fit Me foundation, or it was Maybelline foundation over there. At that time nilinunua like how much? Ilikuwa back in 2021. Nilinunua like 1500. As somebody who did not have a job, you know that's a lot of money. So nikanunua hiyo foundation huko na nikanunua concealer, a legal concealer. That concealer was the best concealer, such that after a foundation imeisha, now I started using concealer and I loved it so much, and I started using concealer instead of foundation. Okay, now Kerry's akatoka Instagram. I no longer used to see her. That's when I decided, let me go to Du Bois. Nikaenda Du Bois, nikanunua huko concealer illegal, because sasa nimetumia illegal, imenibamba, it's nice on my skin. I feel like, you know what, that is what works for my skin. Let me tell you, it was the worst. It was the worst. After some time inaanza kutoa maji. I remember that time we were with my cousin Helen. Shout out to Helen, she's one of my subscribers. Hi Helen. Yes. So I remember I was with Helen that time. Ata concealer nye Helen alinunua, because Helen also a bit darker than me, so we could not use the same concealer. Helen akanunua concealer, ndani ilikuwa maji. Nikamchekelea, umekoniwa. Let me tell you, on coming back home, yangu ilikuwa concealer. You know Helen doesn't like makeup like that. Funny thing is that in my family watu hawapendi hata makeup hivyo. I am probably one of the few people who do their makeup like that. The rest of the people don't like makeup like that. So Helen doesn't like makeup. So to her it was not a really big thing. Like we didn't need to go back and buy it. She took her L and that was it. So after that, yangu ikaka like 1 week. After 1 week ikakuwa maji. So make it make sense. How is a foundation, no, a concealer turning to water after 1 week? That's when I stopped going to Du Bois to buy my makeup. Nikaanza kununua wapi? Best Lady. Now one day in 2022, I think, nilienda Best Lady, nikanunua foundation flani. That foundation, guys, was the best. It is the best. That is the best foundation I have ever come across. I have never seen any foundation working on my skin the way that foundation used to work on my skin. The sad part is, after imeisha, because a foundation runs me for so many months, nilikaa nayo for like 6 months or whatever. After nimeendea hiyo foundation tena, sikuipata. Up to date, sijawahi ipata. Najua tu ilikuwa kwa bottle kama hii, but ya pink. I don't even remember the name. I remember ikiisha nilikata. I altered with the name in the process of kuikata, and I don't remember the name. Nilirudi kuitafuta, I never found it, but it worked so well for my skin kabisa, na sijawahi ipata tena. Up to date I feel so bad. Juna shangaa sasa mbona. Why? So that is my journey with foundations and concealers. Now, once upon a time, I used to work in Langata. I used to be a tutor. As I have said, I am a teacher. So nikiwa campus, nilikuwanga nafundishanga watoto wengine hapo Wahindi. wakahamia Lang'ata. So one day I said, wacha niende China Square nitembe. As I was in China Square, I bought a foundation. That foundation, I started using it and it worked perfectly for me. Before that, I had tried Luron foundation. My mom had given me, she used to have a Luron foundation. I took it and I started using it. And it worked so well for my skin. Luron. Now, if you know me, you know I am Team Luron. If I show you the amount of Luron things that I have, utashtuka. I'm using Luron lip gloss. This is strawberry sorbet. I'm using Luron lanolin cream. I'm using Luron cocoa. I'm using Luron day cream. I'm using Luron vanishing cream. I'm using Luron. I'm using Luron spray. Ilianguka jana. What's a sad event. Those are the Luron things that I usually use. So if you know me, you know I love Luron. Hizi skincare products zote zenye nimeonyesha, they all work for my skin. And when I wash my face, I'm going to come here and redo the skincare routine with you. Now I went to I went to Best Lady, nikanunua nini? Nikanunua Luron foundation. Yenye mamangu alikuwa amenipatia, it worked so well for my skin. Perfect. Ina cover everything that I need to cover, because if you know me, you know my skin is very hyperpigmented. I have this spot here. I don't know if you can tell. Kuna ka spot hapa na kuna kengine hapa, whereby they don't match. They happen to be a bit darker. Ka kitu tu hapa ka line yenye ni dark. Hapa hivi. I have a patch here that is darker than my face. I also have another patch here that is darker than my face. That's how my face has been for the longest time. So it worked so well for my skin. Ikaisha. Nikaenda Best Lady, nikanunua ingine. Let me tell you, it was bad. The quality was bad. Now I wonder, Luron, I have a case with you. Mbona vitu zenyu hazifanani? Mbona leo mko na hii quality, kesho mko na hii quality? Mbona tu msifananishe kila kitu? Kama unajua mtu mwenye anafanya kazi kwa hizo Luron, hata zitu Luron, zinaitwa Byline Industry Limited. Tell them to be consistent and tell them to restock things zenye zinaisha. Wasikwe na give up haraka. Unajua? Now, we go on. Sasa venilisha, I was heartbroken. That's when I went to China Square. Nikapatana na foundation, nikainunua. It worked so well for my skin, but not as perfect as my previous ones. Now currently, ikaisha pia, nikaenda nikatafuta sikupata, so now I settled with this one. Now this one, it's called na niko sure sitaipata tena nikiendea next time. Right now it is still full. Niko sure itani last up to like November na uko December. Niko sure siku yenye itaisha nikienda kuitafuta tena sitaipata, and that's the sad part. That's the sad part. Sasa this one is called Blemish Base Siam. I don't know if I can say the name. Najua vitu za China pia. Yeah, so it says baby face effect, perfectly smooth skin. It has hyaluron plus complex mineral pigments, malfunctioning cream, 6-in-1. Now it evens out skin tone, covers redness and imperfections, intensely moisturizes the 48 hours, smoothens and lightens, reduces symptoms of fatigue, SPF 25, protects against UVA. Hii pia iko na SPF, iko na SPF 6, so kama iko na SPF 105 is really nice. And then I also have this SPF 50 Garnier Sachet Invincible Sunscreen SPF 50. So those are the things that I usually use. So kwenye tulikuwa tumeenda game tulipatiwa hizi to sample. I had so many of them. Sasa nimebakisha mbili. So I think I just need to buy the whole bottle of itself. Sasa nataka kuweka hii kitu kwa lips. Na sijui kama niweke ama naogopa. Sasa you guys, nilikuwa nimebuy hii kitu. But this is the worst thing. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Ilinichoma lips, imeniharibu lips. Right now I have recovered, but buyer beware. itakuchoma lips ukinunua. So mimi nakwanga so skeptical about lip oils and lip gloss. I only use 2 types of lip gloss. I have this Luron Strawberry Sorbet. I love how it smells and I love how it leaves my lips so soft. So I love leaving it on there. And then kuna ile soften. Wait, let me go and get. Kuna hii Squeeze and Shine, very cheap, affordable, only 30 bob, ikienda sana 50 bob, and it does magic to my skin, to my lips. So let's apply the red. I'm not really a red girly, but I'll just do it for you guys, okay? Yep. Na spaki mingi sana. And this is what I mean when I say I am not really a red lip girl. So that's just it for my makeup routine. Imagine hizo tu ndo vitu zenye mimi hujipaka. When you see me outside there shining with my skin, just know hizo tu ndo vitu zenye mimi hujipaka. Of course, apart from this lip thing, this red lip. This is not my everyday look. Now, kuna kitu kingine yenye nimesahau kuambia. Kwa hizi eye pencil tuko na 2 types. We have the brown one and we have the black one. The brown one is for the eyebrows. The black one is for the lining of the eyes and for the lips. So do not use the black one in your eyebrows. You will look funny, okay? You will look funny. You can use this one here and also here. This one no problem, but this one cannot go here. It only goes here and down here. Are we together, class? Yes. So that's it for today's video. If you have not subscribed, kindly remember to hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have gotten to know a lot of me. I can talk. I am a teacher and I usually talk. But I am an introvert, I'm not an extrovert. I'm not the most social person that you will meet, but here for you, I will do it for you. Now guys, thank you so much for always coming back to this video to watch it. Remember to know remember to let me know what you feel there in the comment section, and video suggestions on what you want to see, okay? Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, and I love you so much.